Hey, and welcome to the $1 Million Fit Pro plan. This is for you if you're already doing over 100,000 a year and you want to build a multiple high six-figure to seven-figure plus fitness business. So there is a caveat. If you have not hit the $100,000 mark yet, this is not for you. Go find the six-figure Fit Pro plan. Go follow that coaching that I've got for you. This is only for you if you've hit that 100,000 mark and you want to go high multiple six to seven-figure plus, because let's be perfectly honest, you right now, this is not about more information. What I'm going to take you through right now is the exact steps for you to be able to build that high multi-six, seven-figure business in what is working today. As let's be perfectly honest, you doing 100,000 plus already, you can't work harder, you can't work more, you need to work smarter, and you need to be able to build systems, processes, and leverage inside of your business. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you right now. So I've got my trusty iPad, we're going to work through together. This is about actually rolling up our sleeves. This is not about giving you more information. As I'm sure you've already gone out, you've read blogs, you've read books, you've listened to podcasts, you've watched plenty of videos, and you're probably still confused. You're probably frustrated because there's a lot of conflicting information out there, because all the business gurus, they're a lot of one-trick ponies. And the problem is you can go after so many different things. You could be posting on Instagram multiple times a day. You could be posting on YouTube. You could be building blogs, websites, fancy funnels, Facebook ads. It goes on and on. What I'm going to take you through are actually the key principles for what's working to be able to build your business to where you want to be able to take it. And that starts with the Genius model. So there's three things that I work with every single one of my clients to be able to give them. And that is how your business must run. There's three things your business must do. The first is you need to attract in leads, and you need to attract in the leads of the people that you want to be working with. Those A-grade type clients, not the people that are tire kickers or freebie seekers. Those energy vampires, they're no fun. So we don't want them coming into your ecosystem. We want those A-grade clients willing to pay what you're worth. The second thing that we need to do is we need to convert those leads into clients. And we need to do it in a system, in a process that you can trust, so you're getting more clients each and every week building on top of this. And the third thing you need to be able to do is you need to deliver. You need to be able to deliver the results while getting your life back as well. Because let's be perfectly honest, the old personal training model has you stuck in the gym, training clients in the gym the whole entire day. You don't get much time to yourself. So any time that you want to be able to go on holidays, you want to be able to spend time with your family, you want to go and educate yourself, you're actually losing money because you're not there actually training your clients. And I'm going to show you how to set up your business so you can deliver it to get your clients the best possible results, to minimize you doing all the heavy lifting in the business, and three, maximizing profits in your business. So the three goals that we're going to work together to make sure we're doing right now, what we're actually working together for, is number one, we're going to get you to earn more money. Goal number one. Goal number two, I'm going to give you more freedom by following these processes. And goal number three, I want you to impact more people with the work you love, because we got into the fitness business at the end of the day because we wanted to transform bodies, we wanted to transform lives. So let's get our business to actually do that. So how do we do that? Well, there's 9 accelerators that you can see that come a part of how to attract, how to convert, and how to deliver. What I want to do right now is I want to dive deep into one that I'm sure that you really want to be able to answer, and that is, how do you fill your funnel? How do you get leads coming to you really fast and effective at the end of the day? So when you're starting to actually look at how you've got your systems, process, and how you're bringing in leads, there's 5 different categories that I look at when I diagnose in a fitness business what's actually going on. The first is going, do you have a rusty bucket at the end of the day? Do you just have water flowing through and you're not collecting leads and it's just not working at all? That's not what we want. We don't want a rusty bucket of leads. The next category is it leaky in your sales pipeline, in your leads coming through? Is it their leads actually dropping out? Is it leaky? Is you're leaking leads out of, because you could get people, say, seeing your Instagram posts or watching your videos or just seeing you on social media, but the problem is they're not actually buying from you. You're not seeing a constant increase of new customers, new clients, and new income coming into your bank account. The next is, do you have a trickle of leads coming on in, where unfortunately you can't really rely on it? There's leads coming in, you're making some sales, but you're definitely not getting enough leads for you to be able to hit the goals of your business. And the next is where we start to really ramp up. This is where we get a flow of leads coming through. This is when we start to see that you're actually getting a flow of leads consistent, that you can trust, that you can know that you're turning into clients as well. And then this is where we want to go. The holy grail for fitness businesses for lead generation is We want a flood of leads coming through. We want floods of leads coming through that we have the processes knowing that they can continue to come on in, then we can actually turn them into clients as well. Now, when you look at these, it's like, okay, Chris, well, there's 5 different levels and you've got to decide right now, you've got to work with me, where are you on this spectrum? Because really there's only 2 levels right now. And that is, are you in the flood and flow or are you below? Because what we need to be able to do, we need to set up the systems and processes, the actual methods. We need to get you doing what you need to do so you have a flow and flood of leads coming through. Now, before we get too far down the rabbit hole, what I want to show you something is what's called the 4 futures. And this was an absolute game changer. This literally took me, when a mentor taught me this, from going from a struggling business to a multi-7-figure business right now. So I highly recommend you lean in, you follow me, you actually work with me right now, because you're going to have to actually do a little bit of work for this to make sense and for you to be able to use this. So what I want you to do is I want you to think of right now, this is you now, today, and I want you to think 3 years down the track, because there's 4 different futures that you can end up with. The first is ideal. This is your ideal future that you want to end up with. Now, again, when we look at what are we actually doing, the business I want to help you build means you need to be able to earn a certain amount of money. So in 3 years' time, and I want you to write this down, literally write this down right now. Don't just skip ahead because you're wasting your time. What the is the point of you actually doing this with me? So how much money do you want to be earning in 3 years? The second is the impact factor, and that is how many people are you actually going to be helping? How many clients and customers do you have on board in 3 years from now? And the third factor of success in our business is freedom. How much freedom do you have in your business? So I want you to answer, in an ideal situation, 3 years from today, how much money are you earning, how many people are you impacting, and how much freedom do you have in your business? Because then the next factor is, the next future that we're looking at is a good scenario. Because yes, it's great to shoot for the ideal, but there's a spectrum of where we can hit. So then there's good. The next is a bad scenario. So this is, okay, in 3 years from now, if you got to that path and you looked back, you're like, oh, that was a bad result. You wouldn't be too happy with where it is that you got to at the end of the day. And then thirdly is, I call a disaster. So what I want you to do is I just want you to think of a bad scenario right now. In 3 years from now, what would a bad scenario in how much money you would want to be earning? Okay, so if you were earning a certain amount of money in 3 years, what would you call that was bad looking back in the progress that you've made from today? Be honest with yourself. Again, you doing it means you need to do the work and you need to be honest with yourself. The amount of people that you're helping. How many people do you want to be helping in 3 years from now that would be a bad scenario? If you got to be like, it's not great, you wouldn't be too happy with it. And then freedom. What would the freedom be in a bad scenario 3 years from now? And again, I don't want to be all downer and doom and gloom, but we have to have a scenario of where we need to hit, because I'm going to show you how we design the business to get to your ideal scenario. So there's a 3-step process we need to be able to go through right now. And I'm going to take you through that literally right now in this crash course. The first is we need to be able to have simplicity as to what it is you're doing. Next, we need to be able to have a pathway of how to get new clients and build your business. And third, we just need to add automation and really amplify the results of your business. We're going to do that literally right together right now. And the next step for us to do this comes together in our 4 quadrants. This is how we get you to know what it is that you need to work on. Because let's be honest, there's plenty of things that you could be doing. And when I have a new client come on board, this is one of the first steps we do, is being able to simplify what they're doing. And because there's 2 speeds that we can go at right now. You can either be doing things that get you fast results, or you could be doing things that get you slow results. Okay? Now, you could be doing things that are really simple, or you could be doing things that are really complex. Now, the problem is so many fitness coaches right now are doing things that are slow and complex because they think that's the bright, shiny object. There's so many gurus, there's so many one-trick ponies talking about that. And when you do that, things are just no fun. Now, on the other side, you could be doing things that are simple, but they're slow to get you the results. And the problem with that situation is you get no progress. You get frustrated with the actual progress you're making. On the flip side of that, you could be doing things that are really fast, but they're really complex. This is really what so many people are out there trying to tell you to do, to try and get you to sell into those specific courses. And the problem is they're just like one part of the entire engine of your business. And the problem when you're doing that is your business and your life feels out of control. But when we have something that's simple and we have something that gets you fast results, that is when you have it working. And this is where we want to be able to sit. We want to be able to be doing things that are simple to do, simple to take action on, simple for you to follow through with, and we want them to be able to be fast in getting you results, fast in getting you clients, and fast in building your bank account. All right, now this is where rubber really meets the road, and I'm sure you've heard of a sales funnel right now, and I can show you that, but really what you need to understand is the principles. As soon as you know these principles, you will be able to act on what it is that you need to do to build your business. And there's 3 different areas when it comes to your actual sales pipeline right now. This is your pathway that we need to build. The top is when you have to your content, to your message, when it's going to cold traffic. Cold traffic simply is people that don't know you. They're cold in the relationship that they have with you. And the biggest issue that you're going to have with these people is they're going to be skeptical. And that's perfectly fine. So at the top, we've got cold, skeptical people. In the middle, this is when people have seen your stuff. Maybe they've seen a video, they've seen some of your social media, they've read some of your stuff. They've got an inkling that you exist and what it is that you do. The second thing is these people are going to be warm to you. And they're going to be curious about what it is that you do. So you've got someone that's now curious into what it is that you're doing, but we really need to get them to the third step to be able to sell. Because the biggest problem is most fitness coaches are actually trying to sell to the cold and skeptical, to the warm and curious, but where we need to sell is when someone's hot. They have been through your processes. They know that you are the person that is going to solve their problems. You are the go-to coach now. And when they're hot, they're hungry. And they're hungry to get on board with what it is that you've got. And we need to be able to actually design your sales pathway, how you get clients to take someone from skeptical to curious to hungry, because once we do that, then we can actually start to amplify and consistently get new clients. They don't have a system to get people to go from skeptical to curious to hungry, because let's be perfectly honest, if you have someone that is skeptical to you right now, there is a certain message that you have to give them. You're not going to talk to a person that is skeptical the same way that a person that is hot. And that's the other thing. We need 3 different levels of communication, 3 different levels in your sales pipeline to be able to talk to these people at where they're at in the relationship with you. This is no longer about trying to put just one message and say, hey, buy my stuff, join my challenges, be my client. That is not and never going to happen anymore. People are switched on, and we need to be able to talk to these people at the different levels. The good news is it's actually pretty simple to be able to do this once you understand the principles. And that's why I want you to meet Adrian, a coach that first started with me absolutely starting from scratch. Now is crushing and doing multiple 6 figures and living a great life, being able to support his new family. And the great thing about this is you can follow the exact same steps that he's been able to do.
Chris and I jumped on a call together, and he made me see that I was giving up on my dream, because I knew that if I gave up on my dream, I was giving up on myself, and I felt that life would have been over if that happened. Now I get to work from home, support my wife, and actually do the work that I love, because I'm helping other people and impacting their lives whilst having the freedom to be able to live life on my terms.
So there's a good chance you're asking me right now, you're going, Chris, this all sounds really good, but how do I really know what to do when? Because there are still plenty of things you need to be able to do to build your business right now. You could have a bit of a Swiss cheese problem where you've got some holes and you need to be able to plug them up. And that's why I want you to know the success curve right here, okay? Most people think success is just one big straight line. It's never going to be like that. Success really, when looking over, and this is over from 13 years of running fitness businesses, is going to actually happen like this. We build momentum to be able to get to the point of where it is that we want at the end of the day. And we break this down into 3 different categories in where you're at. And once we know which category you're in, then we can actually give you the exact steps for you to be able to follow. When starting, and this is usually between the $0 to $6,000 a month, you're in the ignition part. You need to ignite your business and get it started. The second is acceleration. This is between $6,000 to $25,000 a month, usually, roughly. It's not exact, but it's going to be around abouts. And then the third step is when you're in domination. And domination is between $25,000 to $1 million plus business. And this is where you can see that there's 3 key areas to be able to actually have all of your business come in. Now, the beauty about this is once you know where you are and exactly what it is you're going to be able to work on, then you have a situation like Callum, which was able to sell $39,000 of PT in just 2 days.
What are the great results now? Now I run a hybrid business. So by that I mean I do face-to-face sessions on the Sunshine Coast. I only do about 10 sessions a week. Most of my business is online now, so especially with external impact, I'm able to actually help way more clients. With that, it's given me more time for money freedom. So 4 weeks ago, I was in New Zealand, shredding the powder, absolutely loved it, and over there I was still able to make a full source of income over there. So by remotely working, I'm able to help more people, still generate my income. With this too, my face-to-face business, I get to work with awesome people.
And that was all organic. So we know that this system works, you just need to be able to work the system at the end of the day. And this is where I want to give it to you so you can just copy and paste it and be able to use what's proven to work with fitness businesses all over the world. Now, if you don't know me from a bar of soap and you've just gotten to this and you've gone through so far and you're like, oh, this really sounds good, Chris, but who the hell are you? I just want to introduce myself for a really quick second. I'm Chris and I'm the CEO and founder of the Coaches Cartel. And really simply, we just help fitness coaches be able to get more clients and get more freedom in their life. And I get it if you're feeling a little bit stuck and broken, because I quit personal training over 5 years ago now. I was in what I call the old personal training model. I was running a business in Sydney. I was running a fitness business in Dubai. I had a full book of clients. I had trainers working for me. I was charging a premium, but the problem was I was still stuck. And the biggest issue when I was still stuck was I wasn't able to spend the time with my family. I was in the gym training clients around the clock, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 6 days a week. And it wasn't getting me the life that I truly wanted. I knew I had to make a radical difference. And that's when I started my online fitness business. And no, by no means did I get it going straight out of the gate. I have made tons of mistakes and I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in being able to learn from the mentors, and especially being able to learn from the world's best outside of the fitness business and bringing in the proven methods to be able to get clients and build a business in a leveraged way to give you the lifestyle that you want. And quite frankly, I'm crap at technology. So don't think that you have to be good at all the tech stuff to be able to get this up and running. Absolutely not. We're actually here to give you all the templates, all the scripts, all the funnels, all the ads, all the offers, all the emails, all the lead magnets. We literally give you exactly what is working so you don't have to think about it. And that's where I want you to know that if you're really committed to being able to build the fitness business that gives you the money that you want, gives you the ability to impact the people doing the work that you love, and really gives you the freedom that you want, then you can copy the proven system. So enough of this, let's actually get down to work and make this practical at the end of the day, because there's really just 3 things that you need to be able to do to build a high multi-$6 million business right now. And that is, number 1, where is it that you truly want to be able to go? How high do you want to be able to have your business? How much money do you want to earn? What's the true business model you want to have? How many people do you want to help? What does the freedom, your ultimate lifestyle really be? And how do we get your business to actually give you those things? The second thing that we need to do is we need to figure out, where are you right now? What are you currently doing? What is your current business setup? Because we need to know what it is that we need to actually fix. What do we need to be able to do to then do the third thing, which is draw the straightest line, give you the plan that actually gets you to where you want to be able to go as well. The easiest way to be able to do that is for you to click the link below to be able to apply for a strategy session. A strategy session really is just a quick call with me and my team for us to figure out, where are you, what are you doing right now, and what is that plan that you need to be able to do. And if you're skeptical and if you're like, Chris, this kind of sounds like BS or just too good to be true, dude, I do not blame you. That's perfectly fine. There is nothing to buy on this call, so just chill out and us be able to help you in what it is that you need to be able to do. Worst case scenario, you just take the plan we give you, you run off with it and you go and do it. Or if you want help implementing it, then we can talk about that as well. So all you need to do now, click the link below, be able to apply for your strategy session, let us take you through what we think is going to be the best plan for you to be able to follow, because you could be the person that's sitting on the sideline watching everyone else succeed over the next few years, or you could be the person that is actually going to become your own success story. So when we bring it back to that 4 futures that we were talking about before, there is those 4 scenarios that you could end up with. You could end up in your ideal scenario, earning the money that you want, helping the people that you want, and having the freedom you want, or you could end up in a bad or a disaster situation. And then when you think about it right now, there's kind of like 1 year down the track, you could see that there's a little gap, which is kind of hard for you to bridge. If you're on the red line, it's hard for you to bridge to up to the green line. If you're 2 years down the track, then it's really hard for you to be able to bridge this gap, because there's so much space, there's so much of results that you have to bring to your business to be able to get you up to earning the money, helping the clients and having the freedom. And then, well, look, if you wait 3 years, I think it's nearly impossible for you to be able to get that result. So the easiest point in time for you to be able to get on that green line and stay on that green line is right now. and therefore you can make tiny tweaks day by day, week by week, month by month to actually get your business, to continue your business, to stay on that green line, to get you the result that you want. Because if you wait any longer, if you're on the yellow or if you're on the red, well then continue down that track, and it's only harder as time goes by for you to get to where it is that you want to go.
And I was at this gym and I sold for the year $39,000 worth of personal training within that very instant.
You know, in the next 9 months, when really, if you don't invest in yourself, none of this is ever going to happen.
But what I can say is get yourself a good coach that has been there, that knows the processes, that can help you implement exactly what fits your business model. And I'm truly thankful for everything that Chris and the cartel has done for me, even now in just 4 weeks. And I can't wait for what's gonna happen in 2020.
This is the real deal, and this is the place to be. This is going to have an impact on your life, your relationships. You're going to earn a stack load more money, and you're going to have a bigger impact on the world. I guess where you get to really rub shoulders, and you will have a massive impact on the world. You will end up earning a whole lot more money, and to be honest, you'll have a whole lot more time as well.
We were so excited when we found the cartel and that they were able to come in with a systemized program and show us step by step along the way of what to do and the procedures to follow in order to grow our business.